Prilog uz glavno jelo, fest platen, braća i DJ-evi.
So we have a musical background in the family because our father is a jazz saxophone player, and so we were quite young when we started to make music.
We started with a band, but it was a punk band, so it was a different band than we have now. We had a break for 1 year now because it gets too much work with the band. But now we just start making new tracks.
We used to play live before, and after a while it got quite boring because we did not have so much time to change the setup and things. And then we stopped. And last year or middle of last year, when we were DJing quite every weekend, and we had some new records out, and we just recognized that we play like so many of our own tracks at peak time. So we had the idea just maybe to change this kind of DJ set with own tracks into a live set again.
Yeah, you need a good crowd, and it's not the always just the the style of the club or the cost of the gear. It's more depends on the people who go there in the city. Like for example, on Saturday at Soba we had such a great party, and it's not even like a big club or something with monster PA and monster something. It was just the good crowd. If there's a club when we play and we are separated, it's always bad. It's much better to stay with the people and have communication with them.
But that's not the question.
Yeah,
that's not the answer to the question. It's the answer to.
But you can change the question.
The good thing in Berlin is that everything keeps changing, and there are traditional places close, and but new places are built, and I mean most of the time the WMF was quite a kind of a living room club combination, which was quite good, but at the moment there is no WMF. And on the other side we have our resident Areal Festplatten night at Watergate.
And of course you have the Panorama Bar, which is the world's craziest techno club, I think. Maybe.
Sometimes I have like musical ideas when I maybe sit in a bus and there's some radio on with really shitty music, but there's some, I don't know, some kind of link where you get, oh, I have an idea.
We are not focused just on electronic music or just on techno music. We do so much different projects. Yeah. We work with people making classical music. We get into really old music, and when you make something like this, then you do really get new ideas. First of all, Regensburg is our hometown. We born in Regensburg, small town in Bavaria, but it's a really nice town because it's from the Middle Ages, and it was not bombed by war, so it's still really nice old town. We started making music there, we started playing in clubs there, and now after 20 years Regensburg, we started with our own project. Like it's an art place with painters who work there, and we have like a gallery, we have a studio downstairs with the band, and we have a hall where we make parties and concerts, but it's all living from this mixture of the painting art, of the mixture between music, art and lyrics. We have also a writer inside.
Completely independent from government, because the good thing in this kind of smaller cities is that after a while, if you work on music or art or whatever kind of creative working, you meet other people who work maybe not in the same genre, but in the same intention.
So we have one guy. Okay. He's a photographer, and he came back to Regensburg. He lived in Portugal, and he's 80 something.
So we have like people from 20 to 80 something.
And that's the difference maybe to Berlin, because in Berlin you always do the stuff in your scene. So when we go to electronic club, we have people in our age loving electronic music, or you go to somewhere where the painters are, but they're just painters. It's not as mixed as you can do this in a small town where you know everybody.
Super new and independent structure, which is completely independent from major industries, where you just can publish music worldwide and people can get it worldwide.
When you produce vinyl like we do, you're just in the European and the Western countries you can sell because you can ship and the people can pay the vinyl, but like East Europe or all the small countries, the poor countries, you cannot buy vinyls, but you can buy MP3s over internet. We also sell the Festplatten as MP3s, and I don't think that we lose lot of record buyers like this, because the people who play records is different. It's the DJs who likes to play with vinyl, and there are still a lot of DJs who like play with vinyl, and the DJs who like to play with the computer, they can download the stuff. If you play a lot as a DJ, then you really like to get on the stage again. And the same if you was a lot of times playing on stage, then I think DJ is cooler. And normally you have like 1 hour and you have to get the crowd with you, and most time you just started getting the crowd, then the concert is over. And when you play as DJ, you have 3-4 hours, you just get into it, get with the people, and then you can really work with this. We are the Gebrüder Teichman and you're listening to BMW Radio Sarajevo.